Hi, hello everyone. Jadi dalam episod yang kedua, kita bersama dengan Sarah Arzuan. Okay, jomlah kita tahu apa yang Sarah nak cakap pasal productivity, maybe.
I don't know.
Alright, so Sarah, hi.
Hi. Hi.
Sihat?
Say hi. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Alright, so what do you understand about productivity? What do you define productivity?
Oh,
You rasa macam productivity macam mana? Apa orang nak cakap pasal productivity ni?
I rasa macam like productivity is to me when you function lah. You can accomplish like a few things in a day. That's what I would say. What I would call productive lah. Your ability to macam work efficiently. Yeah, that's
In a day or in a week?
in a day.
In a day lah. Okay,
In a
okay.
day.
So, kenapa perlu produktif ni? Kenapa kita perlu jadi produktif?
Well,
Soalan klise kan? Oh, tak apa, we start with soalan klise dulu.
Well, I mean like, why bother like, kalau kenapa kita kena jadi productive? Because like, to me, it's just like you're able to achieve things better. Macam, you feel much better about yourself lah once you are productive. Sebab macam, being productive ni is being able to work efficiently as a human being kan. So macam it's important lah when we work efficiently, it saves you time. It it saves you time. You get to like less stress about things when you try to do things in a productive manner.
Faham. I rasa macam kalau kita produktif ni, kita lebih happy nak buat sesuatu yang kita nak achieve kan.
Yeah,
Kan?
it depends on like how you define productive for you lah.
Oh,
I rasa macam everyone has like a different definition of being productive.
betul? It's very general lah. Productivity is general kan.
Macam kalau I would like macam contoh in my day, kalau I boleh buat these few necessary things, itu pun I dah consider macam I was productive that day. Macam like you completing your morning routine for instance, and then like you completing your night routine. Okay, I would consider that productive.
I see. So macam kalau I lah, I rasa macam produktif ni to me lebih kurang macam you lah. Dia macam you dapat buat apa yang you plan nak buat. Contoh macam dalam morning routine you, nak pakai skincare, nak make bed, nak have a breakfast dan sebagainya. So macam kalau I dapat achieve benda tu, I rasa macam I dah produktif. So macam pas lah kan. Sebab kan orang kata macam kalau kita berpagi-pagian and like the whole day will be great lah kan. So macam kalau evening routine pun dia akan jadi lebih smooth sampailah bawa ke malam kan. Macam tu. So macam mana you buat diri you produktif? Macam mana? Yelah, kalau tengok you kan, we know you as someone yang busy tau. Kan, you kan macam you jadi YDP PsyClub kan. Untuk sesi 22-23. So macam mana you organize your time untuk itulah jadi produktif, at the same time nak buat juga benda yang kerja-kerja yang tedious tu. Macam to me it's tedious lah.
Yeah, I faham.
Okay.
So kalau macam I kind of need to like force myself to do it, to be honest. I think okay lah, macam on productivity, they vary from person to person based on, I would say, two things. One tu, their motivation. Macam what's the motivation behind you wanting to do that, you wanting to accomplish that. That would lead to like you being productive. And then second, I would say that personality lah. Macam personality orang tu and like how they think about certain things, it kind of does affect on like how they would go about their day. Macam tu. So kalau in terms of me and being productive, kalau it's either like I'm way productive or like I'm not productive.
Macam tengah-tengah tak ada lah.
Yeah. It's more like kalau my motivation is that it's my responsibility. So macam I kena buat benda ni macam tu. Kalau I tak buat, then macam it's not going to just like ruin the whole organisation. Kalau in terms of like PsyClub lah, ruin the organisation, but it's also going to like ruin me juga, because I don't like having this like bad rep. I don't want that. So macam I want benda yang tu lah.
Faham. Nanti you punya reputation jatuh lah kan.
Benda tu macam very very.
Tu pun your source of motivation lah.
Yes, to be honest lah. Lepas tu like talking about like how to push myself to be productive. I mean like I think this semester break is really like different for me. In a way macam I worked part-time.
You kerja apa? If you don't mind telling me.
I just work at a bookstore. I kerja kat Popular. So in a week tu 5 days of working and 2 rest days.
Best.
Yeah. And I started like the moment cuti, so I start terus kerja. So macam in a way tak ada break lah, tapi in a way juga like going to work, it kind of like develop this routine for me.
Betul, setuju.
Routine of like being productive lah. You get up early, you get to work, you do your work, and then I rasa I kena busy kot. Bila I busy baru I macam busy dengan benda lain juga.
Faham? Dia macam sama kalau I pun I rasa macam I kena kerja. I kena kerja tu benda something yang kita tak boleh nak elak kan. So kalau elak nanti potong gaji lah, kena buang lah sebagainya. That's the macam the strongest motivation lah.
Extrinsic motivation.
Extrinsic motivation lah kan. So macam kalau macam benda-benda lain kan, contohnya macam lipat baju ke, kemas rumah ke, benda tu kalau kita tak buat, what's the worst thing kita akan dapat?
Yeah.
My mom akan bising tu je lah kan.
Yeah.
So that's why I rasa kalau I kena kerja untuk nak dapatkan productive days. Tapi the problem is macam ni kalau yang dia tak bekerja tapi nak produktif. Contoh macam student okay, tolak pergi kelas, balik kelas tu kan. So selain daripada ada kelas tu, you rasa apa yang student ni perlu buat untuk stay productive ke apa ke? Kalau you buat apa? Macam sekarang, macam last time kita masih online kan? So you buat apa? Kalau dah habis kelas, you buat apa?
It wasn't very productive. I mean like macam I cakap tadi, it's either like really productive days or like not at all kan. And macam on those productive days, I would like be very motivated to macam petang nak exercise, and then nak study macam ni. But then like comes those days yang macam I just don't feel like pushing myself. It's very easy to like get out of it sebab macam like there's no one forcing you.
Kan, betul.
So I feel like kalau the students yang macam tak buat apa-apa, tak buat apa-apa and macam don't feel the need to like work or anything, they really need to have like a strong sense of self ke, in a way macam dia sendiri tu yang macam betul-betul kena push dia sendiri.
Yang tu susah.
Yeah, which is hard, but then I don't want to say like it's not doable sebab ada je orang yang boleh buat.
It is doable. Cuma itulah kena ada strong motivation. Dia kena carilah inner motivation tu. Intrinsic motivation. Tapi there's someone dia ada macam stance mengatakan intrinsic motivation ni sangat susah lah kita nak develop. So we should focus more on our extrinsic motivation which is the environment. So macam kalau kita focus on environment, in some ways kita boleh dapat motivation to do that particular activities. So macam to me macam tu lah. Ada orang macam setuju intrinsic tu penting. Tapi itulah, macam mana you nak fokus on intrinsic kan? Dia macam sangat, intrinsic tu macam mana faham tak? Kan? So kalau you rasa macam mana? Kalau intrinsic ni, apa yang kita boleh buat untuk kita strengthen intrinsic motivation?
Honestly lah kan, I agree lah. Yang macam before intrinsic, extrinsic comes first.
Yes.
Benda tu yang akan like push ourselves. So contoh macam kerja kan, the extrinsic motivation is gaji. You don't go to work because like, oh, I love working there. I want to work. This is my passion. No.
Betul.
The motivation is you getting money, you getting to spend after that. Yeah. Lepas tu, so developing the intrinsic motivation, it's a process.
Yep.
And like, I think the process tu is by self-reflecting.
So how do you usually do
So contohnya,
self-reflecting?
Contoh macam, you want to love the thing that you do, right?
Okay.
So I would just like use my work experience as an example. Contoh macam, I started working part-time dekat Popular, a bookshop, which is very boring. Macam, not much boring. I mean, I love books, don't get me wrong.
Okay, faham.
But then macam, it's boring, like the same thing every day, right?
Betul.
But then like, when you kerja, you meet a lot of people. Kalau to me lah, this is how I see it. I meet a lot of people, and then macam sometimes good people, sometimes bad people. And then bila I balik tu, I would kind of like reflect on the day. Macam contoh the other day, there was like this really nice customer which like made my whole day just by, you know, complimenting me, for instance, or like just by like having cakap macam have a nice day, macam simple.
Faham. I pun pernah jadi cashier untuk Pizza Hut. So macam bila dia buat such a gesture, dia rasa macam wow. Macam tu. So macam betul.
Kan?
Okay.
And then macam bila I reflect, oh okay, I met this kind of people today, and so macam it makes me just appreciate the whole experience more lah. And in a way, through that, and then macam also the most important thing I rasa macam co-workers, like having good co-workers. When dia tu and then balik and then reflect macam, okay lah, adik akak ni tolong kita macam ni. So macam it just like makes me love working there.
Yeah, having a good co-workers pun sama lah macam it's like having a good environment kan, have a positive environment. Tapi there's something that we can change within our environment. Contohnya apa tau, macam kalau I cakap kalau I nak practice gitar, macam nak main, keep on playing gitar, tak bolehlah simpan gitar tu dekat dalam wardrobe je kan. I simpan gitar dalam wardrobe. Itu macam, so I come up with something. Oh, why not tidur dengan gitar? So I letak gitar sebelah sebab kata Queen kan. So letak sebelah. So bangun pagi ke ataupun before tidur ke, I akan ambil sekejap, main sekejap, buka iPad tengok. So macam in some ways dia macam motivate kita. Itulah environment yang kita boleh shape, yang boleh motivate kita untuk nak buat something.
Oh betul.
Kan? So betul. Macam it's a good thing So itu kalau pandangan you tentang intrinsic motivation kan. Do you have anything to add more on that?
On intrinsic motivation.
Yeah, intrinsic motivation.
I think it's something yang you need to keep on finding. Because I don't think like, okay, once you settle dengan benda tu, it stops there. Sebab I rasa it's a process. Everything is a process, to be honest. Tapi you just can't stop. Can't stop wanting to be better. So macam when you find your intrinsic motivation, I rasa macam it becomes like a whole new experience doing benda tu. You would see things from a different perspective.
Okay, let's talk about something sensitive.
Sure.
Okay, so talking about intrinsic motivation, do you think our parents is the best intrinsic motivation? Do you think macam tengok kita punya parents tu cukup untuk kita motivate kita untuk terus belajar and dapat apa yang kita nak.
Dulu I used to have that sort of motivation.
Okay.
Which is masa I belajar kat MRSM. Jauh daripada mak ayah kan.
Okay.
So masa tu baru I macam the main motivation is to make my parents proud. Because they sent me all the way here and so I have to make them proud.
Faham?
Tapi nowadays I don't think that way anymore. Not as much lah, not like the
so
main thing.
do you think it's bad to not think that way?
I don't think it's bad pun. Sebab macam it's not like we forget our parents entirely. But then right now, I think like for me personally, I'm just in a state where I want to do things for me.
Yeah.
So, yes, and I know like what's good for me. And as long as benda tu macam tak adalah nak cakap macam my parents tak suka ke, I akan buat macam, faham tak? Tak faham kan?
Faham.
Tapi macam they're not like the main concern lah. Macam me wanting to pursue psychology, even though they didn't say anything, but then like of course lah they macam, oh kenapa psychology? Because like I come from a pure science background. Macam dari pasal I mesti macam kenapa tak sambung
I macam, oh you bukan daripada Pasung ke? I tak ambil psychology.
Yes, tapi macam I know like I can do this, I cannot do this. So even though macam I want to make them proud and they're like a part of my motivation, but I gotta put me first.
Yeah.
I gotta put me
Betul.
first. Itulah.
Totally. Alright. So macam kalau I pula lah, lebih kurang lah. I macam apa, my parents is the second and third punya motivation lah. My very first motivation is to help people lah. So in some ways dia macam kena mengena ke dengan parents? Tak kot. Sebab macam ada parents dia macam, oh kalau rasa macam nak motivation, cubalah jadikan parents ni sebagai motivation. Tapi do you really think that works? For some people kan?
sebab like sometimes our experiences are not the same with our parents.
Betul.
Some people have like abusive parents maybe, but
betul.
some loving, some have lost their parents. Kalau like based on my experience, the people yang lost their parents, normally lah that motivation itself is enough to like fuel them. Tapi macam for us, for now lah,
for now.
Not necessarily. I want to make my parents happy.
So maybe it depends on someone jugalah kan. Macam mana dia punya bonding dengan parents.
Betul.
I see, betul. So benda tu okay, back to my story lah. Macam so my parents is not the main motivation why I keep on doing this. So my motivation to start learning psychology is because of I want to help people and blah 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 blah, the cliche part. And then my motivation on doing things like like buat podcast ni pun samalah macam help people kan. Okay, kita tengok contoh my daily routine lah. Kenapa I nak kemas rumah? Kenapa I nak lipat baju? Kenapa I nak sapu rumah? Yang tu yes, kita sesuai nak macam, oh sebab kesian tengok my mom semua. Yang tu macam sesuai lah nak kenakan dengan macam mana nak jadikan tu sebagai source of motivation kan.
In a way.
Kan, in a way, right? So macam kalau study je lah, in study purpose lah, I macam kurang lah. Kalau parents I ni bukan sebagai motivation lah, to be honest. Itu I punya ni lah, I punya pendapat lah.
I rasa pasal yang kemas rumah tu pun it could vary. Macam it's valid masa kita kecil, dan masa kita kecil kan motivation kita untuk kemas rumah and do that is just takut parents marah.
Oh ya, dulu lah.
Tapi kalau as like I grow up, I mean I have a friend, a really close friend, macam dia cakap lah, if you he's like a big fan of Jordan Peterson.
Oh, I think I know.
Yeah, you
I think I
know.
know him.
So macam he would like say, macam one of the things yang dia akan cakap is like, if you're like going through something, like clean your room first. And macam, I macam, asal kan? Faham tak kenapa
Oh,
kan?
faham.
Tapi macam, it makes sense. As like, bila dah besar, dulu kita rasa macam, okay, kita kena kemas bilik sebab parents kita. Lepas tu macam, dia cakap macam tu dekat I. Lepas tu I macam, oh okay. And then bila buat, macam I do clean my room. Tapi I tak adalah rasa macam, oh the reason is because it's like, it gives your mind clarity.
Yeah.
But then, after that, I realise lah macam, yes, I cannot function jugalah kalau the
dengan
room is
environment messy macam tu kan.
cluttered. I think it applies juga untuk like relationship with people for me. I don't think I work well if like even my relationship with people pun is quite messy.
So work on that first kan.
Yeah. Start from like benda kita kat bilik kan. So first thing. And then like can apply it to different situations.
Benda tu pun boleh ni juga kan, macam motivate kita juga untuk nak in order to have a healthy relationship kan.
Yeah.
Betul. So in some ways dia macam affect juga productivity kan.
Yeah,
kan?
definitely.
Kalau perasan lah.
So macam like on being productive, dia tak semestinya macam, oh you kena, macam contoh you buat podcast kan, you kena buat podcast ni baru you consider yourself as productive. No,
Yeah.
right? I feel like we should be very thankful yang macam we even kita bangun tidur, kita rasa macam kita nak mandi.
Oh, yang tu best.
Benda tu pun rasa macam good start.
Good start, yeah.
Some people dia macam some people who goes through like mental illness ke kan. It's like even benda nak bangun tidur tu pun macam susah to find the motivation to wake up every day.
Betul.
So that's why macam kalau kita kan as Muslim kan, kita bangun tidur like we count our blessings. Kita akan macam okay, thank you God for like allowing me to wake up and allowing me to start my day like this.
Yeah.
So I think like being appreciative of like every small moments too, it's like a very good way to live life.
Betul, setuju. Kita contented, right? Being contented, yes. Benda tu pun dia macam membantulah kita untuk have a good EQ macam kan EQ kan something yang dia macam default kan, tapi kita boleh improve kita punya EQ kan. Yes. So dengan experience macam ni lah yang membolehkan kita improve EQ tu. Yeah. Therefore bila ada je macam bila EQ kita dah getting good, dia kuranglah kita punya exposure to mental illness kan.
Yeah.
Kan. So talking about productivity kan, ada satu lagi terms toxic productivity. So what do you think about toxic productivity?
Toxic productivity. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about the term toxic productivity.
Okay. Have you ever heard of it? I mean,
honestly, yeah. I have heard of it, but I didn't think that it was like a thing on being like too productive. Faham tak?
Oh,
so macam what I understand from toxic productivity is when you rely on macam your self-worth is like based on how productive you are. Macam like yeah.
My life is based on how productive I am.
Your self-worth.
Self-worth. My self-worth.
Nah. Macam contoh like,
so that's toxic to you.
Yeah, and macam I also think that toxic productivity tu, the term tu translate to overworking. I think it's just overworking in general.
Betul. So, kalau I pernah baca satu tweet kot. I tak ingat lah, tapi I pernah baca something lah dekat social media. Dia cakap toxic productivity ni is when you prioritize something, you buat something yang shouldn't be prioritized. Contoh, you you ada assignment kena buat, tapi you prioritize buat podcast. So benda tu macam dia ada dalam to do list you, tapi you kena prioritize dululah mana yang lebih perlu diutamakan. So bila you kata, oh I dah produktif hari ni, hari ni I ada buat podcast. Oh I dah produktif hari ni I ada buat video about advocate mental health kan. Tapi ada benda yang lagi penting dalam to do list kita ni, which is maybe tolong my mum kemas rumah ke, contoh. Kiranya macam kalau kita list down to do list kita tu, kita nampak ada yang lebih priority, yang tu yang kita kena utamakan. So that's yang I baca lah about toxic productivity. Do you have any thought about it lagi on toxic productivity?
Kalau I think I noticed a lot of my friends going through that. I would coin the term. I didn't use the term toxic productivity.
Okay.
So macam I just thought that macam it's good that they want to do good things in their life.
Okay.
But macam yang you cakap tadi lah, the priority list tu, it's all over the place. Macam you want to do good, you want to be this very functional human being.
Yeah.
Tapi at the same time, you tend to like neglect other things in a way because yelah, sebab you jadi all over the place lah sign up dengan benda tu. Tapi toxic productivity ni, essentially I feel like we've experienced it sometime in our life.
Betul.
Wanting to be the best. And by being the best, contoh you tak workout kan. You tak workout. Tapi
I workout lah. Tak ada. Just kidding.
You tak workout. Okay. Tapi macam you tengok kawan-kawan you semua nak workout kan. Lepas tu I feel like it's bukan toxic, macam tak elok jugalah kalau macam you tengok kawan-kawan you workout and then you tiba-tiba start nak buat banyak workout at the same time to be considered as productive in that area.
So yang toxic tu buat tiba-tiba drastically.
Yeah, like trying to match other people punya yang dah lama start.
I see. You rasa macam kalau someone tu dia nak jadi produktif sebabkan seseorang, because of someone, dia nampak seseorang tu macam, do you think it's a toxic productivity?
I don't think so. I tak rasa macam itu toxic productivity because like we are humans and we get inspired by like what other people are currently doing, and I think it's like a good thing yang you want to become better because of someone. Tapi I think we can consider it toxic though when you compare yourself with that individual. Macam tu.
Ataupun like macam yang you cakap drastically follow dia punya pace macam tu kan?
Yeah, like member ni dah start dah lama and then you nak terus sampai the level, that's like pretty impossible. Not saying that macam you can't do it, but then it's quite unhealthy lah to push yourself that far. Yeah, pushing yourself too much. That's like toxic productivity.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that's all for now. Thank you Sarah for spending your time untuk episod yang kedua podcast kali ni. Alright, so bye Sarah.
Bye. Keep trying.